Hey everybody! So in this video we're going to be going over our favorite Valentine's Day looks.
So if you want to see how we got these two Valentine's Day inspired looks, then keep watching. Okay, so let's just jump right in.
Okay.
And do our Valentine looks. So what exactly are you doing, Rachel?
So I'm going to be going in with my peach palette and doing a really pink romantic look on my eyes and then a nude lip.
Okay.
And you?
So I'm going to do a dark wing liner, so a little bit more drama, but nothing too intense on the eye, just a really nice liner, wing liner. And then I'm going to do more of a bold pinky lip for Valentine's Day.
Yay.
So here we go.
Love is in the air.
So
A little primer on the lid.
I've actually already done that, so I'm just going to put a little bit of, so this is the e.l.f. Mad for Matte palette, the summer one, and I'm just using the kind of bronzy shades, these two here, just to put, emphasize the crease of my eye, because I don't want to just not do any shadow at all on the eye. I just want to have very minimal so that the liner really pops when you do it. So
Just adding a little depth, a little shadow.
right. I'm just going to take this really awesome fluffy blending brush from Farrah. It's the 35E, and it came in my Ipsy bag. And I really, really love it because you can just pop the color on like this, and it blends so easily.
Alright, I'm going in with white peach just to prime my lid, get it all smooth so that every other color blends really nicely on top of it. I'm using a Morphe brush that I love. It's a blending brush, really fluffy. I use it almost every day, and Morphe brushes are super cheap. I tell you the number, but I've used it so much I've rubbed it off. But they're great quality brushes for balling on a budget.
Alright, so I'm just doing the same thing to the other eye here. And I'm just putting this in the crease. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm just blending it back and forth, windshield wiper, back and forth, just so there's no harsh lines, no harsh edges. That's really important. If you want to, like, you've been doing your makeup and you know what you're doing, you want to blend the edges. I cannot emphasize that enough because it just really stands out and looks unnatural when your edges are just not blended right. So,
and I'm going in with a transition shade called Georgia. It's a really light pink, super creamy pink that is, again, just not going to create any harsh lines, but start to lay down that base for a more deeper look as you get closer to the eye, to the lash line.
So I'm taking whatever is left on this blending brush and just kind of very lightly running it under the edge of my the under eye, just to define that a little bit more as well.
Now I'm going to go in with Candied Peach, just a little darker pink shade right here, so we can start getting that romantic dusty pink look. And I'm just going to pack it really tight into my crease line to give my eye a little depth.
So now that I've got the crease defined, I'm just going to put a little bit of this highlighter. This is the Becca Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill that Rachel got me for Christmas, actually. So I'm just going to pop this right here in the center of my lids. And it really does make a huge difference as far as making your look more refined and finished.
And And I'm still going in with the Candied Peach, just really packing in that color and building it up to a deeper look. You want to start light because you can always add more.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to come a little bit closer here so y'all can see what I'm doing. I got some comments from the last video that you wanted to see a little bit closer what I was doing. So, so now I'm just going to do the winged liner, but what I do, because it's just a little bit easier, you don't have to worry about messing up as much like you do with a liquid liner, because that can get a little scary. If you make like one mistake, then you kind of got to start over. So I take one of these little angled, it almost looks like a brow brush. This is one's just by Revlon. It just has a little angled edge like this. Can y'all see that? Yeah, so it's real little, tiny. And I'm going to dip it in the darkest shade in this palette. So if you have any palette that has like a black or really dark brown, you can do the same thing. And you just pack it on. You could even wet your brush to make it even more intense. And then, so then I'm just going to stamp right here for the first one. And then just line. It's hard to explain wing liner when you're trying to do it, but.
And I'm going in with yet again another pink, but it's another deeper pink with a little bit of flecks of opaly gold in it. And I'm just going to put that from the middle of my crease, middle of my eye crease, to the outer edge to lengthen and open up your eye a little bit, but still getting that nice pink pop. And it's super easy. The whole time I've just been layering and windshield wiping my eyes till I get it to the depth that I like. And then if you feel like your lines are getting a little too harsh, sometimes I'll go back in with that transition shade again and just do little circles and blend it out a little more to make it a little softer.
Yeah, I think the key to like a romantic look is just keeping everything soft and not too harsh. You're not going to really want to do like a cut crease for a more romantic look. You just want to have it look
No, you want it to
a little bit more effortless and romantic. Not too, maybe a little bit of drama is good, but
a little more dreamy.
yes, that's a good way to put it. So I'm just doing the same thing over here, just stamping it and then following the line of my eye, just the natural line of the eye, and then kind of using little strokes so nothing looks too harsh, it just looks more blended. And this definitely takes a little bit of practice, but doing it this way with the angled brush is so much faster and easier for me, and I don't have to worry about messing up as much, because if you go a little bit out of bounds, you can take a Q-tip and just kind of clean up the edges, which you can do with liquid liner, but sometimes if they're, you know, like long lasting, then you end up taking off your concealer and powder, setting powder, and your foundation all at the same time. So it's just a lot harder to do.
Now I'm taking my same transition shade and kind of blending it down to the bottom half corner of my eye, just to bring everything together. And I always do that. I just think it gives it a good look and opens up my eyes a little more.
Now I'm going to take this little stubby other end of this. This is a really cool brush, by the way. It's called the Smoky Eye Brush by Revlon. But it has an angled end, and then it has a little stubby one that is really good for lining the under eye. So then I just mix this black and brown colors. I mix those together, just like dot, 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 dot. And
Like what?
and and then tap off the excess and start just lightly lining the under eye, just on the outer V right here of the eye, so it kind of meets with the wing. And I like to mix the brown. I don't know, I just like, once again, it just looks a little bit less harsh when you mix it with brown. So for the bottom, I don't want it to be too intense. I just want it to define the outer edge of the eye.
So now over the other half, the inner corner of my eye, I'm gonna go over just with my finger. I have this NYX Professional Makeup, what is this called? Beauty Buzz Foil Play Cream Eyeshadow that I'm borrowing from Kaylee. It's a nice foiled gold look, and it's really creamy when you touch it. But I was just kind of sampling it and really liked the way it looks when it goes on. It just looks like you're putting gold flecks on your eye.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
It is really pretty.
And it just stays. I hope everyone can see it. Stays where you put it.
Let me see.
And you can just kind of
I love it.
dab it on with your little finger. Super easy. Just adds a little extra sizzle
Yes.
to your look.
Super cute. So,
I'm going to line my upper lid. Very thin, tight line. Just to define. Since I am doing such a soft look.
so I really like this eye. It's just very subtle, but definitely sexy because it's got that, you know, cat eye look to it, but it's not too in your face. So I'm happy with it. Super quick, super easy, as you can tell. And that is really as far as I'm taking that, I think.
Nice. What about your lips?
So now I'm going to do lips. I'm going to do a really pinky lip. So I'm using this NYX pinup pout. And it's in Darling Cherry. Darling Cherry. It's super pink.
Alright, and I'm finished up too. And I'm using Kaylee's Daringly Nude, and you said it was Maybelline?
Uh-huh.
Nice little nude
It is.
matte look.
I wear it like every day.
Oh, that's awesome. Perfect. And then to finish off, I like to just kind of fluff up my brows for a nice natural look. I love brow gel because you don't have to fill in your eyebrows, but you can still make them pop a little more, look a little fuller. Because we're not all blessed like Kaylee.
I like brow gel too. Trust me. Alright, so these lips are popping. They're very Barbie, but it is Valentine's Day, so
Yes.
here we are. I'm going to put a little bit of this satin gloss by Victoria's Secret, because I really like, it's got little sparkles in it, so it really does look super juicy.
Juicy lips. Pretty happy with my look.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Love it.
Like yours too. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed our video, then please like, subscribe to our channel for our future videos, and share with your friends.
And if you have any products or ideas for Valentine's Day looks, please share them in the comments below, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye!